to get yourself past that.
Yeah.
Kiannara, what type of influences, what type of designers do you admire yourself? What might have influenced who you are today?
In the beginning, it would have been Yves Saint Laurent, Chanel, and Dior. But once I got to London College of Fashion, and I was able to be more creative because I had the right machinery to work with. Because when you're at home, you're limited to your little brother or your little singer. But when you get into a space where you've got industrial machines that are amazing, and if you like machine work, because I studied textiles as well, and I love the feel of textiles and doing things with it and taking it out of its context and putting it with something that it shouldn't work with and get the balance. So yeah, so I would say to just carry on. That's how you make yourself. That's how you make your style. That's how you make your own way. Is to feel it. Is to feel. I think feel things through and experiment. And I say from the street to the red carpet, because I say, okay, change your shoes, change your hair, lipstick, let's go. And this is how I take it from one place to the other place.
What do you see as your future?
Whoa. Well, big question. The future for me is to expand the London Met so it becomes an international scene, that it's well recognised, especially in the UK, and people jump on board. So the people come on board who can help put it forward, show up to show Britain at its best in fashion, to show Britain that we've something to offer as well. We don't always have to look across the water. We can do it. So I see the destiny going that way, with more fashion, an online approach maybe, working for a house. So I've given myself a few options, because you never know sometimes how the water flows and who sees you and who wants to reach out to you. So I don't want to close myself down.
What are the hardest hurdles to overcome?
Being noticed. Being recognised.
Especially in this day and age, I would say.
Yeah.
With social media.
Yeah. Yeah. To be recognised, because there's so much out there. There is just so much out there. But you've got your own design, you've got your own self, you've got your own style. And for someone else to see that style and recognise it, and it to be recognised again and again and again, that's the hurdle. And people are quick, the scroll is quick. I've got to capture your imagination for 3 to 5 seconds, and at least I've got you having a look.
What keeps you going?
Because I believe it's happening all the time. Every time you're invited to a show, look where I am now. Had I stopped, I wouldn't be here. You see, same thing that keeps Pavel going. You want the next move, and you want the next show, and you want the next thank you, and you want the next model saying, oh, really love wearing your designs. Because sometimes you really do feel like, what is it worth? But then they say, no, don't give up. We really love what you do. And there's so many workbooks to look at, to pull from. So you think, oh, I can make a range out of this. I can make a collection from that. So that keeps me going. I've got a lot of work that's in books from college over the years.
And Pav, how important is it for the Kiannaras of this world to succeed?
That's a good question. For this specific Kiannara, it's very important. But I would say it's a journey for everybody, and I feel it's so important that people do stay true to themselves. And there is going to be times where it's hard, or times where things don't always work out. I've experienced it many times myself. But as Kiannara said, even if I was to have stopped at those hurdles, then I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have been here recently with yourself. I wouldn't have been at Cultural Star Week. So it is so important to sort of persevere and understand that I feel life is very much like the waves. It's always going to fluctuate.
Yes.
No one's going to have a perfectly smooth life. Nor would it even make sense to have a perfectly smooth life, because then you wouldn't even see your highs as highs anymore. They're now going to be down there because it's just the regular. So you're now chasing a high which isn't going to come, so you will start to feel low. So I feel it's very important that we still have that kind of that wave of a journey.
Yes. Yes.
You know, do you think your type of fashion, which is really bright, but it's classic at the same time, is it transitioning to other cultures?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, because the dresses you're speaking about, the long gold dresses, after the show, I thought, you know what I should have done? I should have bought a hijab. Because that would definitely have done it. Do you see? Or a wrap for an African lady, a shawl to work maybe without the sari, but just how the Asians cover their head. Yeah, so it can move. It can, and that's what I think makes it viable to other people, and other people can see themselves in it, because it might need a little change, but I can still wear the dress and then wrap my head if I need to cover my hair. Do you see? So that's how it transitions, and that's what makes style, because we can use the same dress, but it's how we show up in it.
Excellent. So, unfortunately, we're coming to the end now. So, Kiannara, how can people get in contact with you?
Well, you can get in contact with me via PAV, of course, but also you can get in contact with me via Instagram. It's Kiannara.h or Kiannara.fashion, Kiannara Hazine on Facebook, Kiannara Fashions on YouTube. So, yeah, there's quite a few ways you can get in touch with me. Excellent. And, of course, you can always contact Ian.
Bless your heart. And Pav, how can people get in contact with you for Can't Stop Fashion?
So for myself, it would be Instagram, which is can'tstopfashion_official. The email is hello@can'tstopfashion.com, and the website is can'tstopfashion.com.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much
for
your interview today, and
so
for coming in. The rain is outside, but you brought sunshine. You brought sunshine into the studio. So bless the both of you, and you are the most fantastic designer.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Ian. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you, and thank you for inviting us.
Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Yes.
We're just going to have a short break, and then we can do the final part of the show. Take care.